Hey everyone and welcome. I'm Dark Sky and today we are playing Skyformer. I am currently playing a playtest demo that I got from the Weather Fuse games. So I'm super excited to get into this and get to playing this game. Now we are dealing with a factory type game where we are setting up a factory, but we're also terraforming the planet to hopefully make this planet livable for other habitation and whatnot. So I'm currently playing version 0.32, and so I'm thinking we should get into this game and let's get started. All right, so we are going to have our save game here as Dark Sky, obviously, but we can only play on planet Zion right now, or Xenian. There are other planets to choose from, just not currently available at the moment. So we will be doing this one. Our difficulty is normal. Xenian is a desert planet with large ocean dominated by a sustained storm of tiny metal shards at a higher altitude. Some radioactive activity is detected. So yeah, let's get into this. This is going to be a lot of fun. All right, your mission is to perform and prepare a planet for habitation for your creators. All right, so right now we are over here, a desert planet, and we're going to make it into a luscious green, trees growing, grass growing, snow peak mountain kind of situation. So now, an automated system must be built to mine resources on the planet and convert them into materials with a pipeline of factories run by drones. So we're going to have drones mostly be doing all the work. We don't have any belts. It'll be just mostly drones. And so you can see that the process of us is the drone is harvesting the material. It takes it to our factory. The factory creates it, makes it into bars, and then transfers it to another factory where we end up making different pieces and parts and stuff like that, so we can go on, so we can move forward and yeah, make a bigger and a better factory, I suppose, right, to make this area terraform. The produced materials will be used to power a machine that controls the atmosphere and terraforms the planet. Warning, be prepared to survive different types of weather along the way. Good luck. Follow the objectives display that will appear on the left side of the screen. Before you can terraform, the onboarding process will guide you through 3 essential skills: not dying, creating a factory, and collecting weather data. Our basic controls are our WASD keys. We can hold the left shift to do a sprint. We can hit the space bar to jump, and then we just hit E to continue. Also, we can press F. That'll open up our weather map when we get to that point. Now we want to open up our tab. This is where we're going to have all of our inventory here. Q is for us to be able to get kind of an objective, kind of a better understanding of what we need to do. If you don't understand what's going on or what it's trying to ask you to do, hit Q. It'll give you an idea. On this here, collect items from the supply depot, head outside of the supply drop following the flashing marker, access it, withdraw all the items that you have been delivered. All right, so let's do that. So for us to do that, we got to go down to the planet. We're currently up in the sky. We're like way up here in the sky. You can see there's like a mountain or something down there. I don't know. I was trying to see if maybe we can see the base down there, but I don't see it. Pretty foggy. All right, so we're gonna hit this. We're gonna be ported down here. Now we are on the base, and the Skye base has got to be up there somewhere. I don't see it, but it's up there somewhere. All right, so this is for us to be able to get back and forth. We can teleport back here to the Skye base, and then there's one of these to teleport back here to this area. So we're gonna go outside here. When we go outside here, our power, which is, you'll see on the lower right hand corner, it's clear right now. The temperature outside is 36 Celsius. The wind is doing about 8 units per second, I guess. I would think that would be like nautical, right? And then our elevation's at 56, but underneath that is our charge. Now, if that charge goes to 0, we die. Underneath that is our health. And so, of course, if our health goes out, we die as well. So you got two things to kind of, keep track of. When you move around, your charge drains and you will die if it runs out. There are many ways to restore your charge. For now, you can go back inside the HQ to recharge. All right, we're good. So what we need to do is we need to go down to this building down here. We need to collect some items from it so that we can start working on our factory and get that going. We got a lot of stuff out here. We got some iron over here. Looks like maybe some other resources off in the distance. So I'll have to check those out and see what that's all about. But we want to come back to here ever so often and withdraw all these items from here. We can get all kinds of cool, nifty little items here. So I'm going to use this here. I'm going to put this little charging platform out here. I'm thinking, let's put this right there. Now we have a nice little spot here to gain our power back. If needed, you can reconstruct and reposition almost anything you build at no cost by pressing X. The charging platform is an exception to this. And then acknowledge that. All right, so we can't take this apart. If we take it apart, we lose it. It's gone forever. So let me see here. So next we need to build a healing station. So let's see, let's go into our inventory. Let's see what we got. We got a healing station here. We'll put that in our hotbar. Got some floor pieces. I'm thinking maybe 4 pieces would be nice. Got some slope. We got some foundations. I'll keep those there for now. Now, let's see here. We got the healing one. I want to put that down like right here. Put it right here, right on top of this, so we can be charged and healed at the same time, right? And then I want to put down, let's put down some foundations down here. There we go. Get some foundations down. Now it's telling us to go out and mine some radiant crystal. That's radiant right there. Or was that charged? It was charged. Now the distance on this is pretty long, so we don't have to get up close and personal. Some of your carried gems, such as a radiant gem, you just mine can shatter on death. Be careful about what you are carrying with you. Okay, so we can heal that. Now we're totally healed, so it's pretty nice. Now we want to go back to the supply drop. You can see that it's telling, hey, let's go back here, pick these things up. And let's go into our inventory. We have a miner. Let's put the miner down here. And we have a geothermal power plant. We're going to probably put that down there. And then we have repair plates. Now we use the repair plates because every once in a while we'll get storms, what are like dust storms that are like with the metallic shards and all that, that'll rip through here. When they do so, they're going to cause damage to some of our machines. And so we're going to have to go in there and repair our machines to make sure that they're at optimal performance. So we want to keep a couple of these repair plates on us just for that very reason. All right, so we have the iron is over here. Let's take our miner. And I'm thinking we have to have our miner kind of close by. So I'm thinking like right in here. So if I put the miner like right there, and then build the miner and power it. Okay, so we have to get a power station now. So we have number 2 is our power station. You can see how like wide area range that this area covers. I'm thinking if we can take this out to like right about here. Yeah, that looks pretty good because we can cover like everything out there. That'll be nice. So let's just do 1. And then next it says collect more items from the supply depot. So let's get that. First charge our batteries. Make sure our batteries are totally charged. All right, I'm just going to collect all that stuff. And now we're going to go in here and see we got 64 cargo drones. Drones carry resources from one building to another. configure drone routes with the drone control tower. We have a factory here, so we're going to drag that factory down there. And we have also a drone control tower, which is what we're going to be needing next. So now it's saying to automate iron bar production. So what we want to do is I want to set down this bad boy down here. I was thinking, can we put it more here? No. I'm thinking, we got a nice big space out here. Maybe maybe out here? That'd probably be good. Let's set him like right there. It's nice when I put it down where that rock was sitting there, that rock disappeared. So that makes it nice so we don't have that inside of our machine or anything. Now that we have that, we need to set down the drone tower here. And you can see the drone tower covers a lot of areas well. So I'm thinking, let's see here. Let's put it like right here. That looks like it covers way up there on the hills and everything like that. We can get as much as we can cover. All right, now that we have that, we need to automate the bar production. So we're going to go in here. We're going to just make sure that we clicked on iron bar, set production, and we should be good to go. Now, the next thing we want to do is we want to go to... and we want to launch route management drone. Now this makes us into like a little drone, and we can really cruise around as long as we stay within the circle. It doesn't make our power go down or charge at all, so we can really scoot around here. So we can see that there's a bunch of resources over here, a bunch of resources over there. We can really just kind of look around, see what kind of stuff we have. So we have quite a bit of things just in this one area. So on this one here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this iron ore. I'm going to take it from here, and I'm going to take it to the iron bar here. And so I want to do, let's see, let's just do 2, and we'll set that item to go that way. And see, we want iron ore. There we go. So it's all set. Now we got materials here where we can take, we can move the iron bars from different places and all that. But yep, so that's what we want. We just want these, the resources here set. And so now the little drones are going to be moving back and forth, taking resources to the iron bar here. You'll be able to see, like, as them going forward, you'll see that this is powering up on the side. That means that we have bars that are being made and everything like that. So let's see, we'll save changes. And you can see them, they're bringing the iron down, and we get 2 pieces of iron down there, and then they'll start making the bars. All right, you see on the side there, the little bars are moving, meaning that we are starting to produce iron bars now. All right, so now that we have that done, let's see, now we want to hit escape, get out of that. Warning, dust storm coming. So let's come over here, let's charge up. Now we can hit V, and we can tell there is a destructive dust storm with hazardous temperatures in the area. Travel with caution. Some buildings may require emergency repairs to ensure stable operation. All right, good to know. Good to know. All right, now we need to collect items from the supply depot. You see it's being full again right there. And we have a weather station that collects weather data in the surrounding area and transmits it to the data center. So let's grab that, and we're going to, well, we got to get out of this first. And then we're going to take this here. We're going to drag that down here. And we got the one, so we can see that we have to put it between our miner, our power station there, and the main thing. So I'm thinking maybe just stick it like right out here. Maybe stick it on that rock. There we go. Might as well mine that radiant. I didn't realize it was just sitting there. All right, so you can see that it's all powered up. It's all connected. We have the max power. Required power is only 10 kilowatts. So we have to keep track of that because our geothermal only produces so much power. Now, at this point here, we can hit F. And we hit F, you can see the wind flow. And you got these little arrows are kind of telling you like where the wind is going, which is stronger and all that. If we look down here, we can see it's pretty much clear day. Maybe at night, you know, we might get the occasional dust storm, but mostly partly cloudy, mostly clear. But if we go up here, you can see metal storms, and wind is up in this area. Pretty violent stuff. Elevation 116. The wind is going at 45 knots basically up in this vicinity. So, you know, we probably don't want to go too much into that. I don't know. Can we scroll? You know, we can scroll that a little bit. There might be actually some more that's down in here. I don't know if there is any more resources. If so, we might have to make like a string of those little charge units coming around this way so that we can power up everything up this way. And probably the same up over here. I don't know if there's anything in this area. So as we go along, I guess we'll you know, kind of work our way. Now, if we hit temperature, you can really see the temperature super hot. Imagine in this area. Maybe the dark red means it's not as quite as bad, because it says it's 65 right here, 65 Celsius. Maybe let's see, what's it say up here? Well, it's saying 15 Celsius. So I guess yellow is supposed to be cooler. What's it mean up here? 49, 51. So, I mean, that's not too bad, I guess. I don't know. I've never been very good with Celsius. I'm better with Fahrenheit. So, I honestly, the Celsius thing kind of sometimes messes with me. But we can see that right here we have the iron. Here is where our little base is that we are currently working on. It has the where we get all of our stuff and all that from the Skye. And then this is the base that's up top, the little headquarters base that's up on the hill there. If we go up a little bit higher, we're going to get in some pretty nasty areas. So, yeah, it's kind of nice to look at this just to kind of see what we got. We can take off the clouds. We can take off the radar. You can take off the wind. And then we got the base there. Base terrain. We got automated resources, so it's right there. And then weather stations is right there. Okay, so that's a weather station. It's that little green spot. All right, well, it's good to know. All right, so next what we need to do is collect items from the supply drop. And it looks like we're going to get a terraform engine command center. All right, so that should be interesting. Close that. And let's put that on our hotbar. And so to build a terraform command center, if we look here, head back to the HQ building on the hill and teleport to the Skye base. Build a supply terraform engine command center in the Skye base. So we have to go back up top here, and we're going to go back up to our Skye base, and then that's where we're going to put in the this new facility. And this new facility should help us with the whole terraforming needs and everything like that from the Skye. So, all right, so here we are at the Skye base. Pretty neat. Still can't really see any of the stuff down below. It would be cool if I could look through the glass and be able to see like my base down there and all that. So what we're going to do is we can set this down. We can pretty much set this down pretty much anywhere around here. I'm thinking that maybe like right here might be a good spot. And so if we look at this, we can see that all these different land segments are at 0%. And so we need to get these up to 80%. That's what we need them for. So your assignment is to prepare the planet for habitation through atmospheric terraforming. Each region of the world has a terraform rating based on its microclimate, which is based on its local geographic effects. The goal is to get the average rating to 80%. So our goal is to get it 80. We can go above and beyond, but we wanted to get up to 80. Currently for our terraforming status, average terraform rating targets 80%. That's what we're shooting for. Plant species growing in the world, 0 of 28. We don't have anything. And then we get additional conditions of average ocean temperatures, atmospheric pH, and atmospheric metal content. All right, so that's good to know. So we're going to learn about tropical. We're going to have alpine, exotic, and deciduous. Now, these are different types of plant types, and we have to test the right pH balance. Is what I'm getting from just reading this. Is that we have to get the right pH balance and then grow these plants in these different regions. So that'll be interesting. Deposit plants to research and utilize for terraforming. Once fully researched, 10 samples are required to fully research each plant. Plants can be grown in planters, and new plants can be discovered by building and using a DNA processor. Bigger DNA mutations can eventually be discovered among plants growing out in the world. All right, so that's kind of interesting. You know, it brings up a little bit more to the game, I think, by having to deal with the whole atmospheric pH, you know, with us trying to figure out pH levels of the soil and whether or not certain plants can grow in those regions or not. So that's pretty neat. That's pretty neat. Now here's our terraform situation. Select terraform engine operations, stabilize atmosphere, increase, decrease. We can do different things. Distribute vegetation, stabilize temperatures by 15 Celsius. Requirements: gas drone platform built, operating weather stations. So we got one of those. We got that already built. So, and this is what we're currently working on, and then we can start the terraform engine once we get the gas drone platforms built, and this other one, and get these pieces down here. So that'll get us going. That'll get us started. That'll be awesome. That'll be super awesome. So the status: the lethal cloud layer of metal shards carried by high winds is present, preventing access to higher altitudes. Temperatures are too unstable, preventing optimal precipitation and storm systems development. High temperatures are making dust storms likely. They seem to have a relatively low threat to buildings. Okay, so the high temperatures don't seem to really threaten the buildings too much, but the rest of it does, like the metal shards and stuff like that. That does, kind of hurt our buildings a little bit. So we have to keep that out in mind. All right, so now we need to go back down to our supply drop. So we're going to use this to get back down to our down to the headquarters here on the planet, and then we're going to come down here. We're going to run back down to our supply drop here, and we'll see what our next objective is. Let's grab some of these charged crystals. Can't have too many of these, and after all, they are just laying around for us to take. So we might as well grab them all while we can find them. There's a mystery rock. All right, nice. Now, if you die, there's a chance that the crystals that you have on your body will go away, will be destroyed. It's not all of them. It's only just a few, but you know, you don't want any really going away if you can help it. But let's see here. So now we got construction station, and we got the player upgrade station. Let's grab both of those. And then we want to, let's put that down here and here. And I'm thinking maybe, let's build the one right here. So I'm thinking maybe put one right there, and then we'll put the other one right here. There we go. And then it says to construct a miner and factory. Well, first off, what we can do is we can go into the player upgrade here. And when we are in these like little windows and stuff, our charge doesn't go down at all. It stays pretty much the same. So that's pretty nice. So you don't have to like frantically try to get out of the window to save yourself before you die. So yeah, that's good to know. So we have like 2 of these charge gems. We need 6 of them, and we can upgrade our charge T1 and get it, another tier up. So let's see if we can't do that. We'll come over here, make sure we're all charged up nicely, and we'll come out here and get some of these. That's a radiant. We want a charge crystal. Let's see, we got one here. That gave us 1. There's another charge crystal there. Let's head back and we'll try a different direction. I don't know. Maybe we have all we need. And if we do, then we can get the upgrade and then go from there. Let's see. Nope. I need 2 more. We got both of those. Let's see if we can get back, get ourselves all charged up. Oh, we got a dust storm incoming. So probably a good idea that we get this all going. Here's our charge T1. So let's level this one up. The next one we might want to do is maybe look into health. Even maybe our mining speed wouldn't be nice. Get 2 charge crystals. We can upgrade that. Currently we have a dust resistant crystal. Let's see. Contains a unique energy that makes you resistant to dust storms temporarily. Use it as a shield station. Use it at a shield station. Okay. All right. It's good to know. Got some debris that can be turned into soil in a factory, and we got this radiant gem that can be used for general repairs. Okay. I'm thinking it might be nice for us to get these 2 charged ones for our miner and get the miner up there. Let's get the power. Now, when we have this storm going on, it really drives our charge down. So we have to really keep an eye on it. It just means we can't go as far as we usually go. So just got to keep that, you know, in mind. All right, let's charge up. And I think we can maybe run out and grab 1 more. See, here's one over here. Let's see if we can grab this one. There we go. All right, now that we have that, we should be able to up our miner to a tier 1. And so we'll be able to get that going. Now, if you need to heal, you just make sure you have the radiant gems on you and come over here and use that. And then you can get your little plus mark thing up. So now what we need to do is we got the 2 charge. So I'm going to use the mining speed here and I'm going to level this up to the tier 2. That should really be able to get us to mine quicker. And so next what we need to do, it says construct a miner and a factory. All right, so that is over here. That is probably going to require us to go and grab some scrap from our iron bar factory. But we need to make an iron bar factory. We need to make a factory. And looks like there's a bunch of other stuff here. We can make zip line towers, geothermal power plants. We got quite a few of those already. We got 3 of them. We got the drone control power pipeline, nuclear power. Weather station. Oh, another weather station. Storm defense system. Automatically repairs nearby structures. Oh, that'd be nice. And a lightning tower. Harness the power of storms to produce energy. Most effective in areas with more intense weather. Oh, that's pretty cool. Now we have these different areas. These are just buildings here. Now we can also go into aircraft and we can get the gas, dispersion drone, which is what we need to do for the terraforming process. And then we have our different rockets here. Plus we can go into base structures. And here's a charging platform. So we can make another one of those and put that in a different location. And that way we get to stay all nicely charged and whatnot, depending on where we want to go. Now it looks like they have doors here. They got elevators, shafts. Let's see, they got some walls. Glass floors. So we might be able to actually make like a building, like a full-on factory. That would be pretty neat. So we got some floors, we got foundations, and then we got storage units here. We got the construction station. We got some large planters. So I'm guessing that we're going to start planting. I guess that would make sense because we're going to be making some plants so that we can put them in different locations in the world and whatnot. So yeah, that'd be pretty neat. So what we need to do first off is we need to run over here to our miner, which is currently making these iron bars. And storage, look at that. We got a bunch of these buggers, huh? Let's just grab all these. And so we're going to go over here to the construction area, and I want to go to buildings. I'm going to make a miner. So I'm going to hold to construct the miner, and I want to make a factory. All right, good deal. And it says for us to collect bonus demo items. Okay, look at that. We got some more charged gems, more cargo drones. We got 62. We're going to get another 32 more. Rocket power cell, a computer, gas drone launch platform, and a zipline tower. How cool is that? Wow. Construct a charging platform. I don't think we can do that yet. Can we? No, because we need to get this aluminum plate. So we need to get over to probably one of these and figure out which one of these is for us to get aluminum. So we have, let's see, we got the iron or the miner there. We got a factory here. Let's see, we can go right there with that. And then I'm thinking I want to have kind of the stuff all kind of close together if I can. So that way I don't have to run so far to get to that. All right, so that's bauxite. That's good to know. And we need to get another miner because I know for bauxite to make aluminum, we need to have a, see, so let's make another one of these. And then let's make 2 of these. There we go. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to have the aluminum come out to here. If I can make it go that far. So, like right here, probably be a good spot for our aluminum. And that shouldn't be iron bar, but I'll change that in a minute. And then what we want to do is set up another one. I'm thinking like right next door here. Like right there. All right, and then I want to take this miner. Let's power that up there. All right. Let's take this miner here. We're going to take this miner out to this because I think that this is salt. Now what we need to do is go back here. We're going to go to our drone area and we're going to get this all kind of situated here. First off, we're going to get some charge power here to make sure we're all nicely charged up. Okay, so I'm going to come over here, use this, and what I want to do now is I want to take oxide or the bauxite. I want to take that into there. Let's do 2 robots, set it back. And then we want to take the salt and let's bring that out to here. Yes, I think that'll work. And we'll set that to 2, set item. All right. Set item to salt. There we go. So now that should be taking the bauxite from there to that and that from there. We just got to change this one up. So we're going to take this one here. What you can do is you can hover over like one of the lines and you can delete that if you need to, if you made a mistake. So what we're doing here is we're bringing the salt in, we're taking the bauxite, bringing it into this one here. This one is going to create aluminum bars. And then from the aluminum bars, it's going to go from here to this other machine where the aluminum bars will mix with iron bars. So we need to go first off to this one here, get this changed. So what we need to do is go to edit and we want to make aluminum bars, set output. Now you can see that we need bauxite, we need salt. We're bringing both of those in. It's going to start doing that. So that's going to be awesome. And then we should be able to go to storage and we'll start seeing these things popping in. Up there we go. So it's already making our first one. There we go. We got our aluminum bar. It's coming in there. And then what we wanted to do is to go from here. So we're going to go in here and we're going to edit this. And then we're going to go to materials. And I want to make aluminum plate, which is just the aluminum bar. And set output. So that should be starting to do its thing. Let's go over here. I guess I didn't need to move the iron to that thing. So we're going to need to like get rid of this line. Let's see. Delete route. There we go. So now that we have those two and all of our stuff is coming like right into this vicinity. So we don't have to go running too far away just to get to all of our stuff. And everything is being pretty much powered just by the one power station that we have. So that's not too shabby. We're doing pretty good here. Let's see here. Let's look to see what we need to do next. We need to construct the charging station. So that is going to require us to get this aluminum plate here. We got 36 of these bad boys. And then what was else we needed here? We needed to get 4 charged gems. I got 2, so I need 2 more charged gems. And it just so happens the charged gems seem to re-pop after a while, so that's pretty nice. I like that they respawn. So let's run out here. We'll grab these charged gems, and then we'll get that machine up and running. There we go. Good deal. We may want to go and look to see how our power is doing. We may need to set down another power unit. I'm not sure if we're up to that point or not, but we'll see. So let's construct this. And now we have this new charging platform. See what it tells us to do. Collect items from supply drop. Okay. So we get debris and we get tropical bushes. Oh, we must be getting up there on our terraforming process, huh? Plant and harvest bushes. All right, so I'm not sure how we're going to do that. Let's check that out. Find an empty planter to plant tropical bush. Oh, all right. So we need a tropical, or we need a planter. Now I know I saw a planter. Here it is, right here. We need soil, and it said you can be turned into soil in a factory. So let's make another factory here. Put this factory a little bit closer. All right, so now we have this. Let's see, we want to go to edit. We want to do soil, set output, go to storage. Let's move the debris into here. Got some more debris. There we go. Sort all that out so we can see, make sure we're all good to go. So yeah, we got a lot done here in a short amount of time. Things are a little bit, it's all like set up like right around us. Makes things really super easy for us to kind of manipulate the area and for us to do our thing. So that's making aluminum bars. Those making aluminum plates. And then we have aluminum bars being made there. We have soil that's being made here. Let's see how we're doing on this. We got 2. Takes 10 debris to make 1 soil, looks like. How many do I need to make? Oh, yeah, to make 2. All right, let's do that. Now this one here is a planter. Plants bushes and other small plants. Large planter plants trees in it and make discoveries to be used for terraforming. All right, so let's do this one. All right, there we go. There's our planter. Let's do 4 E to plant it. Nice. There's our little plant. Awesome. Plant and a harvest. A sapling tropical bush growing. All right. So we got to wait for this little guy to plant, to grow, hopefully into something really neat. You know, who knows? I'm excited to see how this is going to turn out. This is super fun games. It's a factory /terraforming game done by a single developer. Definitely a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to this. Make sure you wish list this game, because I think this is going to be an outstanding game. Also, comment down in the comment section. Let me know what you think about this game. I think that's going to be the end of our adventures for today. I want to thank Dark Sky channel members for the support to the channel. And if you'd like to help support the channel, consider becoming a member. Smash that join button down below. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button if you haven't done so already, and hit that like. Let me know how much you enjoy this game as much as I do. Don't forget that I stream on Saturdays at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Don't want to miss out on that. And I look forward to seeing you on our next video. You take care now, and bye-bye.